My name's Jim Thompson. I've been in this game a long time, 43 years. And what I'm going to try to do the next 2 days is just show you a different side of the apple. You guys have ways of doing it. You're successful. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You see? But if I can show you another side of the apple, maybe you can take one of these little tricks or one of the techniques or tools or whatever and say, let me use that. You got a call from Shannon Miller yesterday. His dad was talking. They own 17 Servpros or whatever. And he said, what was it you were telling us about this? How exactly did you do? My dad really liked it. So I told him, yeah, it was it. Thanks. And I said, I could look at your book, but I said, might not have been it. We just had dinner the other day at the Servpro convention. And I was just talking with him. So he's just called it. I have no problem with those type calls. Sean Folks one time called me up and said, I've got 25 school districts. It's going to be $25 million. I said, how much money did you get up front? Like I taught you. Because I got a $3 million check in my pocket. I said, what the hell did you tell him? He said the same. I never had a $3 million check, even after law. I might have made that much money, but I didn't have it in one. Here, this is to get you started. Yeah. Then Sean came back the next year, did 65 million. And then he wrote a thing for my book that said, oh, the 150 million. He's one of my biggest fans. I'm like, what the hell did you do? Well, he just got to some networking. And what he did is he sold the law 6 months before the hurricane. And that's what I'm going to go into. I like selling the large houses 6 months beforehand. I don't like having 15 people standing in line. I'll do it cheaper than him. I'll do it better than him. I'm faster than him. I got more people than him. Oh, he's a crook. Yeah. I'd rather just be called in and say, okay, you ready to copy? We got loss number 1792 for you. The store number is. We have 43 heads go off. We have, 200,000 square feet. We told you to be there in 5 hours. And what part of Idaho is it? I started out as a public adjuster, and I made a good amount of money doing it. I also, making money's half the problem, right? The other half of it is keeping the attorneys and the accountants from taking the rest of it to keep it from going to the IRS. When I was broke, I didn't have any attorneys and accountants as my best friends. As I started making a lot of money, they seemed to take the money the government would have taken. It's kind of like in our business. The more scared somebody is of something, the more they'll pay. I made a lot of money off that maxim. The more scared somebody is, the more money they'll pay. That's why doctors, lawyers, etc., get the kind of money they make. But at the same time, we've got to look back at what value are we giving. We're getting Ace for bacon or whatever. I have no problem charging $25,000 to deodorize a BoxMart store. Now, I'm saving $7 or $10 million worth of merchandise. I'm getting it back in business in 2 hours. They're losing $25,000 an hour every hour they're down. Therefore, they pay me $25,000 plus charter airplane fee. I get it back up in operation. Everybody happy. So, but you made $25,000 net in 1 hour. No, I have a setup that is set up to go anywhere in the United States. It costs me that kind of money.
Right.
To be able to do this, to be able to do it, So in our business, there are, in my opinion, very good people on all sides. There are brokers that are incredibly good friends still to this day. There's adjusters that I still send jokes back and forth that have fed me for over 25 years. There are restoration guys that are still my buddies. Maybe not my direct competitor, that's son of a piece of the mother, but the rest of them, a lot of good guys. In all of our industries, there's some bad apples. I have a feeling, though, that the 10% of bad apples, or 20%, or 4%, or 2%, or 2.5%, give the rest of us a hell of a hard time, which is why I have no problem working for insurance companies going in after what I consider to be fraudulent type claims activities for restoration guys. I said, how dare you? You're only on your stance. How can you testify against a restoration company? Very simply. You shouldn't have dehues for 4 months with no roof and snow on it. Sorry about that. You're not stabilizing jack squat. You want more and more and bigger. My viewpoint is, I'll say it a bunch, if your knees ain't shaking under the table, there's not enough zeros on the contract. The money in the industry's fine, had a lot of money, made a lot of guns, but what's really exciting to me is that phone call and that, what the heck am I going to do with this? You walk through that place and go, mother son, no problem, we can handle this. I think I can, no problem, we'll have this done. What do you need done? Oh, I can come under time on the budget. Hey, how do you think we're going to knock this one out? It's that damn moment. They're walking through like, how the heck are we? And when you get her done, the paycheck's almost anticlimactic. I mean, the check in the mail, because it's already spent 30 times over your head and whatever. But at the same time, you're just sitting there going, to have people come up and go, you've saved 1,000 jobs.
Right.
Well, I tell you, nothing. I did one house in 20 years. It wasn't my fault. We'll go into it. But anyway, there's something about, if I can get 1,000 people or 200 people back to work, that's 200 paychecks that will handle their problems. I'm a firm belief, don't give relief, don't give out welfare, my own policy. Give the guy a job, let him work his butt off, get his life back together, and he can fix his own problems. But without his job, then he can't. You see, that's my personal philosophy. And there's nothing better, I think, than as you pull your trucks out of town, people in the town wave, because if the plant went down, then the 7-Elevens went down, and the Gulf station goes down, and the Western, well, I'm dating myself, all these things, the low towns, they go down, but you save the plant, you saved 1,000 jobs. And they get to the point where they're thanking your crew. I understand homeowners thank you for saving their couch. Or they complain, I could have gotten a new one if I had complained more. Save my couch, save my couch, save my couch. Buddy, you're not going to pay me $175 to clean the couch because she's not going to take it back. Save my couch. Oh my gosh, you thread burn the fiber. Lady, the fireman didn't sit on the couch enough with the turnout gear to wear down the fiber and cause the spring to come out. Sorry, it's my own prejudice to his house. Jim Thompson Company, Inc. was owned 100% by holding company, 100%. Name of the holding company, Mrs. Jim Thompson Company, Inc. My attorney says, that boy, this is dumb, Jim. If there's any clouds in the horizon, white clouds, it could become gray clouds. You don't want to do this. And Vivo Trust and all this stuff. She owns everything. And so without my wife, I'd be dead anyway. It doesn't matter. And besides that, I paid so damn many millions in taxes, and I got the boats, and I got the aircraft, and I'm going to kill myself and get killed a lot sooner than she is. And I'd hate to have her pay all the damn IRS another couple $1 million. Welcome, everyone. You see, we got a diverse, but we've all got this desire on commercial. That's what this class is all about.